Alright, so now I want to give you the movement and the breath that we're going to do. So, does everyone know how to do a Kegel exercise? You squeeze your anal sphincters and your PC muscles together. You could do it like this, so that you look like you're kind of riding a horse or a camel. Or you could do it like this. Silently. I don't care. When I teach it to people, I usually have them do this, so I know what they're doing. What we're going to do is we're going to squeeze at the same time as we exhale. So it's going to be like this. So if you're squeezing now, then just make the ch sound. When you're squeezing. Yes. Good, now you can close your eyes. I'm going to talk, but you keep going. Now we're going to change the ch sound to oo. Ooh. 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 Keep going. Ooh. 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 Squeeze. 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 Now put your hand on your heart and go ah. 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 Keep squeezing. Ah. 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 So oo is the sound of sex, and ah is the sound of heart. Ah. 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 Now we're going to connect them. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Squeeze. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Squeeze. 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 Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Now speed up. Ooh. Ah. 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 Squeeze. Squeeze. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Really fast. Ooh. Ah. 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 Now stop. Inhale big through the nose and squeeze everything. Your face, your fists, your butt, your shoulders, your neck, everything. Hold it and take a sniff. And hold it. And now through the mouth, release big. Ah. And take another big inhale through the nose and squeeze every muscle in the body. As tight as you can, squeeze everything really tight. When you sniff this time, sniff past the third eye. Sniff. Hold it. And release really big, like a surrender. Ah. And one more time, pull energy up. Tighten every muscle in the body as tight as you can. Hold it. Take a sniff. Hold it. And then release. Ah. And just notice now how you feel. And when I say notice how you feel, as you resume normal breath, I want you to go back down to your anus and take a check. See if there's a temperature change. See if there's a tight, loose change. See if there's a feeling there that you had nothing before, now there's something. Same thing in the sex. I want you to see if you can feel a pulsing, or more pain if there was pain, or more temperature of cool or warm, any kind of feeling, sensation. Now look in your belly, solar plexus. Notice if there's an opening there where there wasn't before. There are butterflies or tinglies there that weren't before. Now look in your heart. See if your heart got a little lighter, if it was heavy. See if it's spread out like it has wings. Now everybody swallow. notice if the swallowing is a little different than it was before. And now look in your third eye and see if you see colors, if there weren't colors before, or if you see swirlies where there was just one color before, whatever's different. And now look above and around your head, the halo, your crown chakra, and notice if it's more of an opening than it was before. And take another snapshot. Just notice any differences. And also notice if there's mind chatter, like your mind is saying, oh, I should feel more open, but I'm not feeling more open, but I ought to feel more open, but I don't feel any. You know, whatever your mind is saying, notice that too. That's just the monkey talking. And then when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. So first of all, does anyone feel different in the different parts of their body? Is there anyone who doesn't feel different in the parts of their body? Everyone feels something different. We're going to do another one in a minute, but I just want to... Okay, so let me explain that and I'll take questions on it. So what we did was called a charging breath first. So when we did... That is what you would do breathing anyway if you were having sex. You'd be charging your body up with your own sexual energy. If you were thrusting with somebody or receiving thrust with somebody, you'd be doing that kind of thing, but it wouldn't be so conscious. It would just be you would be responding to motion. This is consciously building a sexual charge in your own body with your own sexual energy. It's not having sex, it's just building sexual energy. Then we transmuted the sexual energy. What transmutation? Does anyone know what transmutation means? Alchemy, yes?
No, I don't particularly.
Just change.
Change, okay. Changing state. So in alchemy, it was changing lead to gold. In Tantra, it's changing sex energy to heaven energy. So we transmuted. What we did was we did this. So through the nose, we pulled sexual energy basically up the whole body, up the spine, and I said to sniff past the third eye. So you sniffed that sexual charge, that energy that you built up by going up. I told you to hold it there and then release. So what happened is we bring earth energy up the spine to heaven, and then when we release and exhale, heaven energy can fall into our body when there's no resistance. So this is how we have heaven on earth. We don't have to die in Tantra to go to heaven, we have heaven on earth. So that's what we did. We had a charging breath and a transmutation breath. So, how you can use this? I use this charging breath when I'm falling asleep at the wheel. I use charging breath when I had that kind of a day, and I have a date with my lover, and it's not going to go very well because I can't focus on anything but the kind of day I had. So I go into my room by myself and I charge myself up. I might charge myself up before a really important interview or a really important talk that I have to give. Okay, because it's my energy. And by the way, sexual energy is the energy of creation. So anytime you write poetry, anytime you make art, anytime you cook great things, anytime you do whatever it is that you do that's your creation, that you are using your sexual energy. It's just that the powers that be didn't teach us that. So I use my sexual energy for everything, consciously. So you can charge yourself up before making love, or you can charge yourself up to have a great day, or you can charge yourself up to create something, or you can charge yourself up if you're falling asleep at the wheel. Don't care. This breath, I might do this because I want to open up my chakras and get them spinning. By the way, does anyone just know what chakra is? Did you ever hear it? You didn't know what chakra is. It's okay. It's energy centers of the body. We just did the 7 basic ones. 1 is the anus, 2 is the sex, 3 is the solar plexus. And some people disagree about this. 4 is the heart, 5 is the throat, 6 is the third eye, 7 is the 1,000-petal lotus at the top of the head. There are chakras here, there are chakras here, there are chakras here, but these are the main ones, the 7 main ones. And the issues around them, I didn't bring a handy flip chart, a handy chart for you, but the root chakra, your anus, that's safety, security, family of origin, decade you were born, all the conversations that were in the world at the time you came in, your chart, everything else that goes on that has to do with initial origin. And most people these days are walking around very tight because we have terrorism. So people are afraid of everything. So they're walking around with their butt like this. And that's not a very good state to be in. Exactly. And that's also why we have prostate cancer, one of the reasons. And also men have disowned their anus because if they have pleasure there, then they're gay. So they're scared. They're scared to think anything there is pleasurable. So there's all this disowning of that part of the body. That's a very pleasurable part of the body, but it's also the place that we defecate. So people are like, how could that? I call that the cosmic joke. Like if you could find the pleasure there, you're smart. Sex. The sex center has to do with pleasure and pain and the memory thereof. So cellular memories, like if you didn't get a toy you wanted for Christmas, pain registers there. If you got splashed by the school bus, pain. The first time you asked someone to dance or wrote them a note, passed them a note in school and you liked them and they didn't like you, pain right there. Anything. The first time you got an A on their report card, right there. Everything, pleasure and pain is there and the memories thereof. Now the 1 and 2 operate together around money. You've heard of tight ass. Okay? Someone's so tight they squeak when they walk. They can't spend $1. That's all connected to sex and anus. And those are huge issues and most people don't deal with them. The third chakra is also considered the lower chakras. They're all earth related. And they're also the feminine aspect of the body, even if you're in a male body. Things related to earth, the bottom half of the body has to do with the feminine aspect. So this one the belly has to do with power and feelings. It's where the placenta is. It's where we were connected to our moms. Everything our moms felt, everything our mom's mom felt, everything our mom's mom felt. All the horror in the world, all the pleasure in the world, all the beauty in the world, everything they felt about all that came into us right through the umbilical cord. And we have all their stuff plus us. So that's all in here. How do we feel? Can we allow ourselves to feel? How much pleasure can we feel? How much suffering can we feel? How much depth can we feel? And also power. How powerfully can we feel? How powerful are you? How powerful am I? Do I use power well? Do I use it incorrectly? Do I use it against people? That's all in here. It's a big place. So usually most people are not dealing with any of this. This is like the subconscious, not allowed to talk about it, can't speak about it, can't talk about money, can't talk about sex, can't talk about something's wrong in my family. The neighbors will hear, can't swear. All these things. This is this part. Okay, and then this has to do with, this does not have to do with Hallmark and Valentine's Day. This has to do with Hallmark and Valentine's Day. This has to do with how much do I connect with others, with other beings? How generous am I? How much altruism can I feel, or compassion can I feel? That's all this heart stuff. And the color of the heart, by the way, is green. The heart color, it's not pink or red. It's so funny. I mean the colors of the chakras, this is green. So this has to do with, am I expanded or did I get hurt in love and so my heart feels like I have weights. Never opening my heart again. And the funny thing is there's a lot of healers who have open hearts, but they haven't dealt with this stuff. Just beware. I always look in their eyes to see, are they dealing with their issues, or are they not dealing with their issues? If they're not dealing with their issues, they're not ever touching my body. Ever. Like everything has to be open for me. This has to do with am I speaking my truth or am I withholding? Am I telling you my feelings and my thoughts? Am I really disclosing what's going on for me? Or am I, I'll just tell you what I want to tell you. I'll only share what I want to share. And this, by the way, has to do with sex. If I have permission for great sex, I have permission to speak. If I have no permission to speak, I have no permission for great sex. Communication and sex have a lot to do with one another. And enlightenment has to do with, as much with your anus being open and your face being wide and open and your third eye being able to see. Enlightenment is not just here. If you have a tight ass, you're not enlightened. Just saying. And they have to work in unison. They have to all be like open. They don't stay open. You have to keep opening them. I mean, something can happen and all. You've heard the expression, you know, my ass slammed shut. Well, you know, you get scared. We don't breathe. Everything gets tight, and then we walk around like this. That's not a healthy environment. So this has to do with, do I see only what I want to see? Do I see what's really there? Or do I see beyond what's really there? And some people see beyond. They can read things, and they can tell fortunes, and they're psychic, okay? Not everyone has that ability, but they just, not everyone's as open. And then this has to do with, can I connect to everything that's ever been, everything that ever will be, everything that's available in the entire universe? Am I open here? And they don't have to particularly go in order. Some people's heart really is open, but everything down here is closed. It's just one of those things. So what did you find? Does anyone want to share what you experienced when we did that exercise? Like, what changed? What did you notice?
The thing I noticed was on the high speed thing.
Yeah.
It was in, out, sort of in, well, you know what I mean? I mean,
No.
well, the sounds were like ooh, ah,
Yeah.
was in, ah, out. So instead
Okay.
of sucking my butt with beat, I was off.
Okay, so I'm going to show you something. So here's how you can do it.
Right. And the slow speed is fine. But when you go to the high speed.
Well, this is the first time anyone ever asked me to do it.
Right, exactly. So it's like,
I mean, you're not supposed to be a master right today.
no, I was saying I'm ooh-eyeing opposite anyway.
Okay. All right, so you get to practice in the car. You can do it at lights.
Right.
People in New York, in my New York classes, they do it on the subway. They just do it on the way into work. They just, but in our cars out here, we can just do it, you know. You get to practice, you know. No one will know what you're doing.
Right.
What was it for you? Someone else?
It was my throat.
Yeah.
Dry. It was dry, but then it wasn't.
Yeah, mine
Okay. Yours was dry after?
it wasn't as dry.
Wasn't as dry, okay. All
I
right.
felt the halo, I've never felt that before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Did anyone feel like they were more grounded, like on their base, from sitting
I just felt more relaxed.
more relaxed? Yeah. A lot of people feel both, two things at the same time, more relaxed and energized at the same time. Some people have a sense of both. All right, we're going to do one more exercise. These are like very preliminary exercises, but I wanted you to have feeling of what it is in your body. And so we'll just, so I'm not going to have you do a snapshot again. We're just going to do this exercise, and then we'll see if anything else changes. All right, this is particularly opens up this part, but it also has some effect on this. Okay? I need you to sit straight. So we'll inhale through the nose, and when we exhale, I just want you to watch me for a second. When we exhale, we're going to make this sound. So. So we're going to do that 7 times. We're going to inhale, and then make the sound so. When the so is done, when there's no more air, you're going to do this.
Oh, okay.
In a vacuum. Until you have to breathe. When you have to, yeah, you won't go as fast as me, I do it all the time, but you know. But you'll do it like this. You could do it like this. But I don't want you to breathe when you're doing it. I only want you to breathe again when you have to breathe. When you have to breathe, you breathe in through the nose. Then you'll exhale with so. You know, however so many so's you go. And when you're out of so, then you're going to go.
So you're holding your breath when you're doing that?
Until you have to breathe in again. Okay? Ready? Close your eyes. Inhale. Push. Don't breathe. Last one. Resume normal breath. Now go back down to your anus, to your root chakra, the area of safety and security, and notice anything new going on there, anything calm down there, any sensation change. When I talk about the feelings a lot, I talk about sensations, not about feelings like that are labeled, but just a sensation. Bring yourself now, your awareness now to your sex. Notice if anything's changed about that. Your area of pleasure and pain. Bring your awareness now to your belly, solar plexus, your area of power and feelings. Notice if anything's different there. Really notice. Now bring your awareness to your heart. See if your heart feels even more expanded. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Also notice your mind chatter. Always notice your mind chatter. It's not the truth. It's just chatter. Then bring your awareness to your throat. Swallow again, everyone. And notice if you have more lubrication there. And then look in your third eye and notice if you have more color or less color or more swirlies. And then over and around your head, your connection to all there is, all there ever was. Just notice what's happening there.